The story of Bill Ramsey, the Southend Werewolf, is a chilling case of a man who, for decades, experienced violent transformations, displaying animalistic behaviors like growling, biting, and exhibiting superhuman strength during fits of rage. What made it truly horrifying was the belief that these transformations were the result of a possession by a wolf-like demon. Bill Ramsey's journey began in the seaside town of Southend-on-Sea, England, in 1952, when he was just 9 years old. After living a normal childhood, an eerie incident occurred one day that would be the first sign of something terrifying to come. Fast forward to his 30s, and Ramsey's calm, everyday life took a dark turn. He began experiencing episodes of uncontrollable rage in the 1970s and 1980s, decades of haunting experiences that left his family and the public terrified. It all began innocuously, with Bill Ramsey feeling cold one day as a child, while playing in his backyard in 1952. Suddenly, something darker took hold. He uprooted a fence post with unnatural strength and began gnawing on it like an animal. This episode was short-lived, but as he grew older, the sensation returned with much greater intensity. He began to experience strange physical and mental changes, including moments where he felt overtaken by a primal, wolf-like force. In 1967, Ramsey's rage grew more violent. While driving one day, he was overcome by a sudden, uncontrollable urge to behave like a wild animal, causing him to pull over and lash out violently. His behavior became more erratic as the years passed, with episodes that left him growling, biting, and feeling an overwhelming sense of transformation into something not quite human. The most horrifying moments occurred in the late 1980s. In 1987, Ramsey voluntarily admitted himself to a hospital after feeling ill. But what started as a routine visit turned into a terrifying scene. Without warning, Ramsey transformed, attacking a nurse with vicious strength. Growling like a wild animal, Ramsey's face contorted and he lashed out violently, trying to bite the nurse. It took multiple hospital staff members to subdue him. Later that same year, while being held at the Southend police station, Ramsey attacked a police officer with the same violent, animalistic force. The officers who witnessed it reported that Ramsey seemed almost possessed, with superhuman strength and a primal instinct to attack. Witnesses described his behavior as nothing short of werewolf-like. As these terrifying incidents escalated, Ramsey's case caught the attention of renowned paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Convinced that he was possessed by a wolf-like demon, they arranged for him to undergo an exorcism. In 1989, Ramsey traveled to Connecticut, USA, where Bishop Robert McKenna performed the exorcism. During the ceremony, Ramsey reportedly snarled, growled, and contorted his body in ways that horrified those present. The exorcism was an intense battle, but by the end of it, Ramsey claimed to feel freed from the force that had overtaken him for so long. After this, he experienced no further episodes of violent transformation, and his terrifying werewolf-like behavior ceased completely. While Ramsey's condition appeared to end with the exorcism, the question remains, what caused these terrifying outbursts in the first place? Theories abound. Paranormal experts, like the Warrens, firmly believed that Ramsey was possessed by a demonic, lupin force, while psychologists suggested that his symptoms could have been the result of undiagnosed mental health disorders, such as intermittent explosive disorder or schizophrenia. Some also speculate that Ramsey's behavior could have stemmed from childhood trauma or an underlying psychological condition causing him to dissociate during his episodes. The terrifying story of Bill Ramsey, the Southend Werewolf, ended with a dramatic exorcism in 1989, after decades of strange, violent behavior. Whether his transformation into a werewolf was caused by supernatural possession or an untreated mental illness, Ramsey's case continues to intrigue and terrify those who hear about it. It remains a haunting reminder of how little we understand about the human mind, and perhaps the darker, more supernatural forces that may influence it. Bill Ramsey's story still captures the imagination of paranormal investigators and skeptics alike. The case highlights the delicate balance between ancient folklore, modern psychiatric understanding, and the belief in supernatural forces. Even now, the tale of the Southend Werewolf blurs the lines between myth and reality, leaving behind more questions than answers, and a lingering sense of unease. And there you have it, another mystery brewed to perfection. If you enjoyed sipping on today's tale, don't let the intrigue end here. Hit that subscribe button to keep your mug filled with new mysteries every week. Give this video a like if it got you thinking, and drop a comment below. What's your theory? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've ever had a mysterious experience of your own, share it with us in the comments. Who knows, it might just be featured in our next brew. Until next time, keep your mugs warm and your minds open, because the truth is always brewing here on the Mystery Mug channel.